A few days of technical difficulties, computer problems, and no money to go to the movies, I am back with everyone's, or at least my favorite segment, box office numbers. Cue title scene. I need money. Welcome to Box Office Numbers, where I count down the top 6 movies from the past weekend. And what a weekend it was. We had the opening of 2 major movies, the continuation of 2 other major movies, and a lot of junk. So without going any further, let's check the list, see what we got. Coming in at 6th place, The Great Gatsby, with $13 million. Followed by 5, Iron Man 3. What? I'll get to that in a minute, but with $19 million. Number 4, Epic, with $33 million. Number 3, Star Trek, with $37 million. Number 2, The Hangover, with $41 million. And coming in at number 1, Fast and Furious 6, with $96 million. And this time I'm paying attention. So to see all these results, just look in front of me. Done. Now, let's get to the reasons why. First up, a little explanation of what kind of weekend we're in. This is what's called a bit of a dry spell. In this weekend, we really don't have a whole lot of our major films open. We've got some family-friendly films and just sequels that need the summer hype to get going. We're right now on the eve of Man of Steel, and frankly, that's the movie everyone cares about right now. But we are still in a big time for film, and it's time I give my reasons for why things are the way they are. At number 6 is The Great Gatsby. This film disappointed, bummed people out, and made people dizzy and have eyesight problems. This film is still doing good because it did get a good fan base. I think it's still opening worldwide. So therefore, it's still going to make money. Realistically speaking, this is going to make DiCaprio sad, Maguire happy because people care about him, and the rest of the world just a little bit disappointed. What was the Great American Novel has now turned into the Great American Flopper. Next, Iron Man 3. The year's true big hit. It spent 2 weeks at number 1 and has just become the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. And it dropped 4 places. It's sad, but unfortunately true. The thing is that this is the type of movie where everyone who saw it kept going back and back and back within the first couple of weeks. Once their Iron Man fix was settled, they really don't want to see the film again until it comes out on Blu-ray. People will still come watch it. I'm sure it's still going to be on this list next week. But realistically speaking, the film had its hype. It's done an insane amount. It's made a huge amount for Disney. I'm sure Robert Downey Jr. is going to come back for future things. But realistically speaking, its time in the sun is over, and will just continue to make the money from people who still want a little Iron Man in their life. Not bad, but expectations were met, made, and now it's time to move on. Coming in at number 4, we have Epic. I really wanted to see this movie. I couldn't because, like I said, I have money troubles, but it really seems like a fun, entertaining family film. I said before I don't care about the crudes, but this film looks interesting. It looks exciting and adventurous. The characters seem fun and likable. The girl, for a CGI chick, looks hot. This film, I imagine, is very funny, and hopefully I might get a chance to see it soon. Number 3, Star Trek Into Darkness. I wouldn't call this film a disappointment, but I would say it has a couple of things working against it. First up, the worst kept secret in all of Hollywood of who Benedict Cumberbatch is playing. I will not spoil this for like the 9 people who care and haven't seen it yet, but it wasn't really a thing that really got to people. It was a twist people kind of saw coming, and it was in a way that people really weren't fully sure if they wanted. The film does kind of turn into a rehashing of previous Star Trek films, but it's still a fun, adventurous, exciting, great, awesome time at the movies. That will save it, but realistically speaking, it didn't make the impact people wanted it to, and that's just what's going to happen. Maybe next time you shouldn't wait 4 years to do a sequel. Number 2, The Hangover, Part 3. Why is this here? I completely forgot about this movie until when I looked at this sheet. That's right, I wrote it and didn't even remember it. I'm glad Pain and Gain is gone, but from the looks of things, this is only better in that it's not stupid. Well, too stupid. Everything I'm hearing is that this is just trying to squeeze money out of something that never should have been a franchise. Instead, it's just one of those sequels where people will just see it out of speculation, and speculation worked this weekend, but realistically speaking, it's going to drop off seriously in the future. We'll miss you, Zach Galifianakis. But we do have something happy about. Fast and Furious 6 at number 1. The 6th installment of a boring, repetitive franchise that makes no sense, has unexciting action, and just takes things way too far in every possible way. I'm not a Fast and Furious fan. Unless I get asked to, I'm not going to go see this movie. It does fine. It's basically a blanket action franchise that just has Dwayne Johnson to perk my interest. The thing is that, but these films do an insane amount of money, especially worldwide. And people say with the fifth one, it finally found a pattern that works, in that just putting one bold guy against another bold guy. These movies, that I have a feeling they'll probably make a Fast and Furious 7 and a Fast and Furious 8, and I still won't care. But the thing is that enough people do to come and see this film, and it's getting great reviews just as a blanket action movie. Is it my kind of film? No. But is it still exciting and adventurous for most people? Yes. Now, I have an interesting question for all of you. As you clearly have told, I let my problems get ahead of me, and I wasn't able to review any of the 3 films that came out this week. So my question is to you. What do you want me to review? Do you want me to review Epic, Fast and Furious, Hangover, a comic, a card game, anything you want? Say in the comments below, and I will pick something.